Okay, can somebody tell me kung saan tayo last nag-discuss?
Sir, yung sa lesson planning po ata, module 4.
Yes, where specifically?
Sa goal and objectives.
Are we done with the three types of learner? Yan ba?
Three types of learner po, sir. Wait lang, sir.
Or goals and objectives ba yun? Sige, pakitulungan si Faida.
Wait lang. Wait lang po, sir.
Okay lang.
Ay, tapos na po tayo dun, sir, sa three types of learners.
Okay.
Sa pagkakaalala ko po.
So that is our last part, no? The big head, yung the big heart, and then the holistic learner. Oh, okay. Thank you, Faida.
Yes,
Okay, we
sir.
will continue discussing since we are done with the three types of learners. So probably we will be ending the class very early. And then of course, since early tayo matatapos, I think I'll be having ample time to think and then of course to organize your activity about this module. Okay, and of course, please be expected. You should expect that um, for module 4, you will be writing lesson plans. Okay, I'll be of course posting the different formats of lesson plan, and of course, before you will furnish and final submission of your lesson plan, before we will be having our final submission of your lesson plan, I'll have to edit it, meaning to say you have to consult it first with me, and then I'll check on it, and then of course, ready for the final submission. Okay, because remember, if you're going to go back to our what you call this, our orientation, you will be writing medyo not just I think two lesson plans, no, and this is to ready your final requirement for this subject. Okay, so we will be uh, continue discussing the lesson. And of course, I will be uploading the recorded video to our Google Classroom. At the same time, I'll be sending the link because I'll be also posting this to my YouTube channel, and I'll also be posting the link of this recorded video. So again, we are done with the three types of learners. We have okay, we have the so-called the big head, tiny heart learner. So ito yung learner na very intelligent or intelligent, but doesn't possess any good attitude, perhaps, no. And then when we say the big heart, tiny mind learner, a very kind, nice, or well-behaved student in your class, but lack of the fundamental knowledge necessary for daily living activities. And then, of course, the one that we always pictured when it comes to molding the our students will be the holistic learner. No, we really wanted it. No, that our students are not just intelligent but also they possess the so-called feeling being. No? Kaya nga meron tayong quotation on the last part of the sentence. We have thinking and feeling being. Okay, so that is the three types of learners, and right after that, we will be having the concept on sequence objectives, and what do you mean by sequence objectives now? So remember that when we are writing our lesson plan, no, we have our three domains man or groups, diba? And then you would notice na lahi-lahi po ang words at saka verbs na gagamitin doon sa una. No? For example, enumerate, discuss, appreciate, for example. Yung mga words na yun, no, those are actually verbs that will be used when you write your learning objectives. Yeah. And then if you would notice also, mura po siyang na-siya leveling or sequencing. Okay, anyway, having a taxonomy as a conceptual framework for identifying the multiple ways in which learning can be significant can help teachers decide which of the various levels of learning they want to support and promote in a given course or learning experience. No? Nakadepende yan kasi yung teacher, kung gusto ni teacher na ma-enhance yung solving problem skills ng estudyante. So most probably sa topic na yan, no, kung sa topic na yan gusto ni teacher na ma-enhance yung problem solving skills ay i-discuss yan ni teacher at the same time the teacher will write what you call this learning objective which is intended for enhancing problem solving skills, no? The most popular is Bloom's taxonomy 1956, revised more recently by Anderson and others year 2001. Okay, I hope that I hope you're familiar with Anderson and of course Mr. Bloom here through the term Bloom's taxonomy no, sa CPE 105 nato. Okay. The sequencing of objectives are categorized according to different levels of learning that we want the learners to achieve. Remember, we have remembering, understanding, applying, we have what you call this, evaluating, and so on. No, as you notice, hindi yan pwede ma-interchange. And also, you would really notice na meron tayong parang tinatawag na leveling. Kasi nga, we have to sequence our objectives in such a way that meron siyang different levels na tinatawag. Sir, bakit merong tinatawag na different levels? Titingnan natin later. So whether you want the students to remember factual information, that is remembering, distinguish among the concepts, that is understanding, apply rules, principles, that is application, or do problem solving, these expectations should express as different types of objectives. So different types of objectives, kung titingnan niyo yun, factual information, tumaas, distinguish among the concepts. Remember na, they apply rules and principles na kung titingnan nyo, parang mayroong leveling. No? Galing sa simpleng factual information, ibig sabihin ng factual information yung when is the birthday of Dr. Jose Rizal? Parang ganyan. That is factual information. You really don't need to think technically and so on, no, for you to know the birthday of Dr. Rizal, no? Because that is only factual information and that is the most para siyang basic no na nasa paanan ng tinatawag natin na pyramid kumbaga. Okay? So this is now the figure that proposed by Dewars, no? So Dewars' figure tells us that in order for the students to learn concepts, they should have a basic supporting knowledge that is facts. The reason why you understand the concept of, for example, trigonometry, the reason why you understand trigonometry is because you understand the concept of basic arithmetic. You understand the concept of basic algebra and you applied it. That is why you learn how to compute for trigonometry. The reason why you understand literature, it is because probably you have the basic knowledge on grammar, for example. The reason why you have knowledge about ano ba? The reason why you have the knowledge about organic chemistry because you already had knowledge about inorganic chemistry. The reason why you have knowledge on optics, waves, optics, no, and sounds, for example, because you have the basic knowledge on mechanical physics, no, somewhat like that. Okay, so dapat di ay meron kang tinatawag na supporting knowledge before you can know something. No? So in order problem solve, students need to understand concepts and rules. So that is actually the main reason. And if you're going to look at the figure, problem solving is in the highest part of the ladder. For you to understand problem solving, you must have the concepts and facts. You have concepts. You also have rules and principles. You don't know how to um, play with the variables in your algebraic expression without knowing the facts and concepts, right? Okay, that is very basic. So this clearly tells us that the lower order thinking skills or the LOTS no, will serve as a baseline foundation in order for the learners to perform the higher order thinking skills. So there must be what you call this basics before you can understand the complex, no, the complex things, and that is really true. Dili man ka pwede makasabot man gud og grammar kung you don't know about reading, somewhat like that. You don't know about comprehending. You cannot understand grammar though. Okay, so this is now the importance of sequence objectives. I hope you get it. Next is the Bloom's revised taxonomy, and we will try to look at the structure and then yung mga pagbabago. Although you are very much familiar with the major changes no, sa tinatawag natin na Bloom's revised taxonomy. And according to such, we have three most prominent ones na bago. So yung una, changing the names in the six categories from noun to verb forms. So galing sa noun na term, naging verb siya, no? Naging active form of verb. And then of course, some part of which by rearrangement, not really a major rearrangement. And then creating a matrix of processes and levels of knowledge by Anderson and Krathwohl. So let's try to look at it. I will now change my screen. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
For sir.
None. Okay. None talaga para matapos ang lahat. Di ba?
Hindi naman po, hindi naman po, sir.
Akala ko. Okay. So here is now my screen. Hope you can see it. That is a Bloom's taxonomy of learning domains. Okay. So that is our pyramid, no? This is now the revised Bloom's taxonomy. We have remember, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. And creating is on the top, diba? Correct? If you're going to look at the pyramid, nandun siya sa pinakamataas, and it is expected that it requires what you call this, the higher order thinking skill. Okay, of course, you're very familiar that there are three domains of learning. We have cognitive, we have affective, and of course, the last one would be psychomotor. Okay, and for our cognitive domain, the old one, the cognitive domain involves knowledge and the development of intellectual skills. This includes the recall of recognition or recognition of specific facts. And of course, we have procedural patterns. When we say procedural patterns, the procedure yung gagawin mo when you're having your laboratory, and then the pattern of doing it, and concepts that serve in the development of intellectual abilities and skills. There are six major categories of cognitive and processes, starting from the simplest to the most complex. This is now what I'm telling you of the term sequence objectives, no? So they were arranged starting from the simplest to the most complex. So these are the old one, no? So knowledge, this is the bottom part of the pyramid of comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Okay, now let's try to look at now the Bloom's revised taxonomy. So tingnan natin yung pagbabago. So here is now the comparison of the two from the original domain and then of course a new domain. Okay, knowledge sa original domain was converted into remembering. Okay, so we have here remembering, and then comprehension to understanding. We have application, applying. So analysis, that is a noun word, and then converting into a verb, analyzing, and then nag-change yung Synthesis and evaluation. So synthesis, reform siya into creating, and then evaluation to evaluating. So yung nasa pinakataas na is creating. And then yung sa original domain, evaluation is the highest part of your domain. So dito na, yun yung pagbabago. Okay? And of course, I will be providing you the link so that by the time you will be writing your lesson plan, you will be perhaps you can use the keywords here, no? So itong mga keywords na to, these are the words that you will be using, no, at the start of your sentence. Kasi nga you will be using verbs, no? So ito. So ito yung gagamitin you can use this. So I'll be sending you the link. And I think the link is already embedded to the presentation. And you also have the other domains pa. We'll have the affective domain and then the psychomotor domain. So you can read and explore the site. Okay, I think that's it. Question so far? A question. So that's the end of the class, no? So kay doon naman tayo mahumay. The other part, the teaching content will be discussed pa later. You know, that's the separate discussion. So, um, of course, I'll be giving you the activity for this for module 4. So you will be writing lesson plans. Perhaps you will be writing two, no? I'll be showing you the different formats of lesson plan. By the way, again, before we end, so ako lang ipakita siguro ang lesson plan. And of course, the detailed one, pakita naman ako ninong detailed lesson plan. So this is the format. Okay. So sa detailed lesson plan, for the part of the learning procedures, inside the table, we have letter A for preparation. And when nagbibigyan ko man kayo ng template, B for the review, C for motivation. Motivation will not exceed 10 minutes. So lagi na siya time na 10 minutes, no? Kay, by the time we exceed ang imong motivation, that is not motivation anymore. And the purpose of motivation is actually daw siyang part sa demonstration. If this is a tactical demonstration, motivation is one of the thing na kailangan talagang tingnan sa technical demonstration. So you have here your demonstrate your motivation, which is good for 10 minutes. And then, okay, letter D for presentation. This is now the lesson proper. So this is now the time that you will be discussing the lesson. And then, okay, so muna siyang script, no? And please, sa students or sa teacher na side, mamaya ang script ni teacher. And then paabot sa students activity, the expected answer of the students. Expected answer of the students, okay? So, dapat complete sentence po siya. Yeah, what else? Ano pa yung pwede ko ipakita? Anyway, I'll be checking your lesson plan naman. Okay, discussion. And then generalization. Sa generalization natin, the style siguro is parang yung wrap up, na mag-wrap up siya. So if you don't have any questions, then what is our lesson all about? So probably you will be the one to choose, no, somebody to wrap up everything. And then ito na part, common na statement the teacher. If you don't have any questions, kindly get 1/4 sheet of paper, and then let's have a very, very short quiz. And right after that, part 4 is the application or valuing. I think I did mention this. The application is not the application of the lesson, kundi the application of your topic to real life. So you have to state it here. And then number 5 is the assessment or evaluation. This is assessment lang. Very short assessment, maring quiz, no? And then part 6 is assignment. So this is the picture of your detailed lesson plan. For a semi-detailed lesson plan, ito ba, semi-detailed. So this one, this is an example of a semi-detailed lesson plan. Zoom ko muna. Of course, the essentials are there. But the only thing siguro na may pagbabago, very significant na change dito sa bandang learning procedure. So wala na siyang yung parang script, no? Mura na siya og kanang more siyang bulleted na, no? Para meron pa rin siyang parang sequence kung ano yung mangyayari. Okay? So that is your semi-detail. Another format of semi-detail. Another example is this one, no? This one yung procedure. So may more siyang motivation. Parang siyang backbone if you're going to look at, no? Backbone. Parang ganyan. Okay? Dali na kayo siya. Very short. Anyway, itong mga samples na to I already posted it. I already posted it naman. So kindly check on it. Okay. So please write your lesson plan as soon as I give you the instruction, no? So please wait for my instruction before you will write your lesson plan. And then our lesson plan will be based on the K-12 curriculum guide. And I'll check kung na-upload ko na ba yung mga K-12 curriculum guide kasi nga I believe meron tayong different majors here. So I will be uploading all curriculum guide siguro sa DepEd. And then you now have the chance to choose kung saan yung focus ninyo. Okay. Questions?
And po.
Okay. So if you don't have any questions, you may exit the... Yes, Frida?
Nothing, sir. Wala po, sir.
Okay. Okay, if you don't have any questions, you may now exit the room and enjoy the rest of your day. God bless everyone.
Good afternoon
Yes, sir.
po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Alive makay si Suso, no?
Hi, sir.
Die.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Faida.
Thank you.